Franco Nation here with another episode of the Iron Man.
Alrighty. New week. Fresh week. Let's kill this week. Gonna be hitting same days I always hit. Pull, push, legs. So I've had two kind of not great pull days in a row, but my push and legs have been very good. So I don't know if it's a Monday thing. I don't know if it's a post leg day thing. I don't know if it's a pull day thing. But it doesn't really matter what it is. Oh, it does, and I'm gonna figure it out. However, I'm still going to train as hard as I can till failure, like I've been doing, even if it's with less weight. And if I have to, I'll work my way back up. I'd rather nail the angles. And one example of that is the bent over row. I still think I'm standing too straight up when I do it. Now, so just imagine how bent over I am. I kind of want to be, well, it's hard to really say, but as far over as I can. And try to almost do like the opposite of a bench press to really get that mid, back, and lats. The more upright I am, the more trap focused it is. And so it's not wrong to do that, but it's not what I want to emphasize. So I'm definitely gonna probably not do 235 pounds. And I'm thinking if I'm squatting 235 pounds, I shouldn't be doing 235 pounds with a bent over row. My legs are much stronger than some of my back, you know? So there's that. It's definitely cooler out here. It got a lot cooler, so I'm wearing my sweater. First day of the year, August 18th. And now I don't need it, but this morning I needed it, so glad I wore it. I'm gonna get the tan. My weight's hanging around 220.46 this morning. So I'm right around where I was last week. I kind of really want to be able to hit the numbers I hit 2 weeks ago. But again, it's more important that I hit failure. See, I'm always conflicted. I always want to get those bigger numbers. But if my muscle is growing, technically I should be able to push or pull more weight with the muscle. Because I have more muscle fibers recruitment because there's more there. Anyways, let's not get too technical about it. I don't want to overthink it or psych myself out. Get to the gym, do what needs to be done, leave the gym, eat, go to sleep. That's the plan. See you in the gym. Exercise number 1, straight arm pull down. Let's isolate these lats to the best of my ability. 90 pounds. I got 10 last week, but 11 the week prior, so I want 12. Let's see what happens. One, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11. 12. Woo. Woo. This movement requires core. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Pull-ups, gonna go with body weight. I got 7 the last 2 weeks in a row. So let's improve upon that. And I'll drop set with 80-pound counterweight. Eight. Well, 8 still beat it. Thanks. 8, 9. Not bad at all. 8, 9. I'll take it. Alrighty, bent over rows. Let's move up. I got 185 for 15, so 15 is pretty high. I want to get like 10 to 15. So here we go, 205. And again, I want to make sure I'm bent down. I don't want to be up here doing it. I want to be here doing it. To get more of that middle part of the back. All right, here we go. Keep me honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. Whew. Excellent. Really happy with that. I wish I can get these things off quicker, but we'll make do. All right, let's raise the intensity to 11. 7. Ah, 7. Excellent. Whew. Very good. Very good. What was that? 3 exercises down, 2 to go. Exercise 4, back extensions. So last week I think I got 50 pounds for 21 reps. Way too many reps. And it probably wasn't even failure. It just burnt so much I had to stop. So I definitely want to go heavier. Went with the 80s. 10 to 15. Here we go. Then I'll drop set with body weight. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. 1, 2, 3. We'll call that 11. It was a good 11 though. No question about it. One more exercise to go. 5th and final. Let's go up to 209. Which is up from 187. So what would I be happy with? 10 high quality reps. 1. 2. 7, 8, 9. Not quite 10, but that was a good 9. All right, let's finish this back off. 1, 8. Nine. Woo! Excellent workout. Beat every set except pull-ups, but I'll work on that next week. Time for the pose down. Alrighty then, let's discuss. So that's the best Monday/pull day I've had in a few weeks. Really happy with that. I've definitely felt stronger. And even though, you know what I was thinking about it, I actually only got 8 instead of the 9 pull-ups last week. But last week, I think the last 2, 3 were very questionable. Whereas this week, I think only that last rep was questionable. And it definitely felt easier, so overall, I'm happy with it. Definitely feel it. No back pain. I really got no pain anywhere. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling strong. Posing is definitely getting better and better and better. I was really analyzing because I was comparing the two weeks, July 6th versus last Sunday, and I'm seeing things in the poses that are, let's say, degrading. You know, you make a little tweak, a little tweak, a little tweak, a little tweak, and then all of a sudden you don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm way off of target. You get lost, kind of. So I'm recentered, really happy with how the posing went. I'm going to watch it a couple of times. I'm going to try to duplicate it as much as possible. But it's definitely a very good start to the week. Very happy with that. I'm going to go home and eat, do exactly what needs to be done. Sleeps, because that's when the muscles grow, when you sleep. They don't grow in the gym. Remember that. You're stimulating muscle growth in the gym. But your muscle is actually the food you eat. It's not actually the work you do. The energy is just energy. The food you eat is the muscle, so it's important to eat correctly before and after and throughout the day. And I'm not a health expert, so I'm not going to go into any specific data, but I know what I'm saying, that is true. A lot of people, in fact, most people, I would say, work out, and then they'll have a sip of water and then leave. You want that protein right away, and some carbs to go with it, because you've burnt a lot of that sugar, that energy off, and your body is not going to be able to recover as quickly if it has no gas in the gas tank. Obviously, you don't have none when you leave, but you're low. And your body is figuring out, okay, what's needed the most to survive, you know? Your body is not saying, okay, I want to win a bodybuilding competition. It's built for survival. So I have to give it everything it needs all the time. So I'm always walking in the gym with a banana and my protein shake after my workout. And to me, it's very normal. It's not normal to people that don't do that. And it's very easy to do. Just buy bananas, bring one with you after the gym, right after your workout, eat it in the gym. Then you go home, and then you want some like real protein. You want like meat protein, and that does take longer to digest. But I'm going to digest that overnight while I'm sleeping, because I want a steady supply of protein while I'm sleeping. Whereas the protein powder gets digested much quicker. I don't know exactly how much quicker. But if you think about it, it's just powder mixed with water, so it's very easy to absorb. So I get the slow protein, the fast protein. I want the quick sugars with the banana as the sugars, and then obviously I'm going to have rice with my ground beef, and that's the more, what would you call it, long. Yeah, I should have all this vernacular down, but like, I'm not a student. I'm just an overtrained gym rat that's just accumulated information. So everything I say, double check, but it's generally correct. All right, I'm getting very hot. I need to take a shower really badly, so I'm going to end it right here. But thank you very much for watching, and please leave your questions at the bottom. I got a couple of good questions, one from Backscar. Oh, I might as well bring it up right now. So he asked me, where are the judges located? Pretty much the norm is, I'm on stage, they're below me and in front of me on a table spread out. I think there's usually 7 judges. I don't actually count them. I'm not even thinking about the judges. I'm thinking about what I need to do and squeezing those muscles as hard as I can. But yeah, there's basically 7. You basically can't see them because there's lights in your face, so everything is kind of dark. So, and they're very low, so they're looking up at me. If you're dead center. If you're at the ends, they kind of get a side view, so you definitely want to be in the center. They definitely put the people they think that are doing the best at the center. They'll start moving people around. So that's pretty much how it's done. It's a pretty good question, actually. You know, for me, it's normal, but most people have never been to a bodybuilding show, you know? So, yeah, I can see it. Most people probably don't know. I didn't know that before I competed, so that's a very good question. I got another question about, do I get back pain, or somebody else gets back pain? Remember, I used to say I get back pain? This is how I solved that. First of all, it didn't get solved overnight. But as I would do them, it took me a few months. And the whole journey is here, actually. All my leg days. I started with very little weight. I think I had a 25 pound on each side. Not even. I think I had a 10 and a 5 on both sides. Doing 20 reps plus, if you recall. Going very, very slow. You don't want to go fast, because it puts stress on the joints. You want the stress on the muscle, not on the joints. And again, keep in mind, the goal isn't really to lift the weight. Yes, I'm going to lift the weight, but the goal is to grow muscle. So you want the muscle to do work, right? And what makes the muscle grow is pushing hard till failure, not doing cheater reps. And you don't need a lot of reps. I think I'm proving that right now. But I've had success doing 5 days a week, 3 sets. I've had success doing kind of everything, but sometimes things get stale and I like to change it up. And I'm really liking this. I call it the Dorian-style. Mike Menser was a little extreme with one workout every 7 days for 15 minutes. I'm not going to do that. I'm in the gym for a good hour and a half. But I still only do the 1 set, but I do more exercises. He would do 1 or 2 exercises. I do everything that needs to get done. And I do warm-up sets, which I don't record. Because it would be 2-3 hours, wouldn't be 3 hours long, but it would be twice as long. And I really want to just focus on the quality of my workouts. That's the most important thing. Quality. I mean, you may be seeing people lift 3 plates in the gym. You're like, oh, wow, that guy's strong. But if he's not going all the way down, if he's bouncing the weight, then is he really going to grow as a result of that? Some people grow easily, I must say. Some people have like massive legs and tiny arms. I'm the opposite. I have big arms and tiny legs. Although they are getting a little bit thicker. The only problem is my upper body keeps getting bigger too. But every bodybuilder has issues. Everybody has, except for Mike Mentzer in 1979, who had a perfect score. Nobody else ever got a perfect score. So there's a little bodybuilding trivia for you, all right? I'm definitely ending it now because I'm getting hungry. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, peace out.